Life is like a flowing river, always moving, always changing. Yet, how many of us drift without direction, unsure of where we're headed? Today, let's pause and reflect on something essential: the power of clarity in finding your life's purpose. When I was younger, I, too, felt lost. I lived in a bustling city, surrounded by noise, chaos, and endless expectations. Every day felt like a race, yet I wasn't sure where the finish line was. One day, in a moment of frustration, I visited a small temple at the edge of town. There, an elderly monk handed me a cup of water. "Hold this steady," he said. "Notice what happens when you stand still." As I watched, the muddy water settled, and the cup became clear. He smiled and said, "Your mind is like this water. Only in stillness can you see clearly." That day, I realized clarity doesn't come from doing more. It comes from doing less. It comes from pausing, reflecting, and allowing the noise to settle. So, how do we find clarity in our lives? The first step is self-reflection. Ask yourself, what truly matters to me? Not what others expect, not what society dictates, but what lights a fire in your heart. To answer this, create space for stillness. It might be through meditation, journaling, or even a quiet walk. When you remove distractions, your inner voice grows louder, guiding you toward what feels right. The second step is understanding your priorities. Imagine your life is a jar, and your time is limited. Fill it first with what matters most: your relationships, your health, your passions. The smaller, less important things can fit around them. If you fill it with sand first, there's no room for the big stones. I learned this lesson while tending the monastery gardens. There were endless weeds to pull, yet I found peace by focusing on one patch at a time. Life is the same: focus on what truly nurtures your soul, and let the rest fall into place. Finally, let go of the fear of making the wrong choice. Often, we're so afraid of failing that we fail to act. But clarity isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Each step, no matter how small, brings you closer to your purpose. Remember, your purpose doesn't have to be grand or earth-shattering. It's found in the quiet moments, in the joy of helping someone, in the satisfaction of creating, in the love you give and receive. Take time today to pause, reflect, and let the muddy waters of your mind settle. Trust that clarity will come, and with it, the courage to walk your path with purpose. Before we part, I'll leave you with this: when you find clarity, you find freedom. Freedom to live authentically, to love deeply, and to embrace life fully. If this message resonates with you, I invite you to share your thoughts in the comments. Let's inspire each other on this journey. And if you seek more guidance, subscribe and join me next time for more lessons from this beautiful, unfolding life. Until then, may your path be clear, and your heart at peace.